Hi, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you are well. In today's video, I will be making over my 10-year-old's toy room slash second bedroom. This video has everything from furniture breakdown to furniture assembly, also deep cleaning and painting, and all of this culminates in a room makeover that my son absolutely loves. If this is something that interests you, please click the like button, get comfy, and watch the process and result. Having said that, let's get this done.
It's too late not to let it go, and that's why I wish you the best.
Here is what the room looked like before we got started.
Start to get dressed and then we cry, 'cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedies, yeah. Promise I won't forget, yeah. Maybe it's something in the water, yeah. Or maybe we just hit the end of the road.
And here's what it looks like as my son began the process of temporarily relocating his books to the hallway. Hi, so I'm standing outside of our 10-year-old's toy room slash playroom, or toy room slash second bedroom. We will be reconfiguring this room because we need to take down his loft bed and then put in just a traditional single bed. We will also be rearranging the furniture. At this moment, we have two sets of floor plans sketched out. One includes keeping his closet. The other includes removing the closet. At this moment, I really don't know which one we're going to end up going with. We're just going to, as we work our way through this process, see which one makes the most sense. Both layouts do make a lot of sense, but some of these projects that we do depend on my mood, so I don't know what I'm in the mood to do at the moment. We may take out the closet, which would not be that difficult, or we would just leave it there because, I don't know, maybe we'll see. It is not a room that really needs a lot of storage because it's not being used as a bedroom, but if we do decide to use it as a bedroom later, we will then need to go through the process of getting new closet doors because the ones that we have now are original to the house, and these are 90-inch tall doors. These were pretty popular back when the house was built in the 70s, but they're custom sized doors now. So if we decide to go with removing the closet, it means down the line we'd have to then either have to build a header above the closet and then get your 80-inch doors, which is pretty common now, or we would have to custom order some 90-inch doors. So I'm not sure, but anyway, let's go into the room and take a look at what we'll be working with. So this is the space. It is not that big a space. This actually used to be, when we first bought the house many, many, many years ago, this was my home office. But over the years, it became a bedroom to various kids of ours. And our 10-year-old, this was his nursery when he was first born. But when one of our older kids moved out, or the last of our older kids moved out, our son switched bedrooms. So now this is his toy room, but it is a room that he sleeps in when my mom is in town visiting. So we have this IKEA loft bed system going on over here. But because our ceilings are not that tall, it's not comfortable anymore for our son to get up here into the loft bed. So we are going to be taking this apart, but we will be keeping certain elements. So we plan to keep the bookcase and this closet that's attached because he has a lot of books. I'll show you those in just a moment. We will also be keeping the desk. We just had to purchase two legs from IKEA so that the desk can stand alone. We will be keeping these IKEA storage bins, which is where he keeps his Lego bricks and his Matchbox cars. Or he heard me, he said Matchbox, well, whatever, his little race cars, like this thing right here. I don't know if I'm getting the brand right, but whatever. And then we have a lot to repair as far as the walls go. So he used these walls as his personal palette. So here are some of his drawings, some of his writings, This is a map that I put on the wall some time ago. Here we go with more drawings. And then we have these little marks here where the paint has been removed in a lot of spaces. So I have to repair every single one of these. At the moment, I'm not totally sure what the best way is to approach these, but I cannot just paint. I'm going to have to do something before I paint. I fear I know what I have to do, and I just don't want to because it's going to be a lot of work. We have the same thing going on over here on this wall. So some of these are clearly like little thumbtack holes where he would hang up different things. But then we have other marks like what's going on right here and all down here. So all of this has to be repaired before we can start painting this room. There's even some of it on this wall right here. These are the closets that I mentioned before. They go from the floor to the ceiling. This height is not common anymore, so we would absolutely have to get some new closet doors if we decide we're going to take out the closet now and then use that space. And then later down the road, if we want to make it a closet again, we're going to have to do something with, you know, getting more closet doors or new closet doors. So, but if the plan to keep the doors stays in place, then I just need to give these doors a really good deep clean and a fresh coat of paint, and we'll be good to go. Over here, as far as the window, I will need to obviously take down the curtains and clean them, but I'll also, I have to repair the wall over here too. There's like no wall that will be untouched as far as having to repair before I can paint. But I will also have to take down the blinds because they are broken. We have to get new blinds. So again, this is what we're working with. I'm out here in the hallway because he did start moving his items out of that room. So these are just some of the things that will need to go into the storage bins and back onto the bookcase. Oh, I want to mention one other thing. The closet did have 2 dressers in it. We removed one of the dressers that is actually outside now. It wasn't in good enough shape to donate, so we got rid of that. The other one is still actually inside of this closet, but we will be moving that out of this room altogether and putting it in the closet in his bedroom, most likely. So, yeah, and then there's like a lot of other stuff stored in the closet that some of it belongs to our 10-year-old, some of it belongs to our 28-year-old who has not lived at home in a long time. So we have some decisions to make, but let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is get the bed disassembled.
I've got this feeling, I'm feeling you could be the one.
Before we get too far into this video, I just want to publicly thank my husband. I did thank him throughout this process, but I want to publicly acknowledge all of the help that he gives me on these projects. Usually the idea to do something around the house, especially a makeover, that's something that pops into my head and I bring my husband into what I'm thinking about. So this toy room makeover had been on my to-do list for about a year, and a few weeks ago we sat down and finally just hashed out what it was that I was envisioning, and my husband made a couple of sketches based on what it was that I was envisioning, and he emailed those sketches to me. So I just want to, again, I thanked him in person, but I just want to thank him publicly because he's involved in a lot of these projects. He has been forever. And without him, these projects would be either much more difficult for me, so much more work, or they might quite honestly be impossible for me to do with my own 2 hands. So thank you, husband, for always being here, for entertaining my ideas, and supporting me as you do. Let me take this moment to make a proper introduction. Hi, I'm T, a married mom of 5. 4 are young adults who are not in the home anymore, and we're still raising our 10-year-old. We are also first-time grandparents to a 4-month-old granddaughter. On this channel, you will see cleaning motivation, DIY home improvement, and room makeovers. If this is something that interests you, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing so far. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you Thank you, thank you. Your continuing support means more than you'll ever know.
Baby, without you, I wouldn't know what to. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. Baby, without, I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, you know, oh, you know.
So the 2 storage bins are being relocated to the closet permanently, and what you're going to see here in a moment is my husband is going to brace both sides of these bins. They're stacked on top of each other, and he's just going to use leftover pieces from the loft bed to brace these to make them more safe.
Baby, without, I wouldn't know what to. Baby, without you, I wouldn't know what to. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. Baby, without, I wouldn't know what to do. Baby, without, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do. Oh, you know, oh, you know, oh, you know. Baby.
Don't want your fiction hanging over me. Don't need your castle making me believe in you're like a movie.
As I mentioned in the intro, there is a lot of deep cleaning happening in this video. So what I'm going to do here in just a moment is wipe down these shelves before we start putting toys back into them.
From the side, you got your baggage bruising everywhere you go, everyone you love. Don't want your self-doubt striking back at me. Don't need your lies based on insecurity. You're like a movie, seductive like a spell. You drown your feelings and calling out for air. I see through you, baby. I saw it from the side. You got your baggage bruising.
I have moved on to one of the biggest tasks of this project, and that is spackling the what appears to be, I don't know, 1,000 or more little holes in the wall. So I did talk to someone in the paint department at Menards. Menards is it's a home improvement chain here in the Midwest. I talked to him. I actually showed him some pictures of what I was dealing with, and we both agreed that spackling is what I needed to use. So I'm just going to go over all of these little holes in the wall, all of these little divots with some spackle, some really light spackle, but I am pressing pretty hard to make sure that I'm getting into these holes. But I'm going to use some spackle on these, and you can see right here how smooth these the wall patches are. I tried not to leave too much spackle on because that would just mean so much more sanding. So we'll get to that in just a moment though.
I'm kinda new with apologies. Holding back, I got history. Yeah, yeah. But the way you've been crossing the line, oh,
I'm going to use this drywall repair patch to patch the hole that you saw my husband cut into the wall. There is a smaller circular hole in the wall that had actually been here since right after we bought the house, because this used to be my home office and we had some cables coming through here. But we did not need that anymore, and we just didn't think about it until we started working on this room, having moved the furniture away from the wall, and we saw that our son had been putting lots of little things into that hole. So my husband just made a bigger hole just to see what exactly was behind the wall, and I'm just patching it here. I am no expert at patching anything, but I'm getting pretty good at this. I'm sure someone who does drywalling for pay might say she's not doing this right, but look, it works for me. The hole is patched. I'm going to sand all of these patches in just a moment, and once I apply paint to that big patch, you're not even going to be able to tell that there was ever a hole there in the first place, which is the goal. Next, I want to address the elephant in the room, and that is all of this dust. I should have worn a respirator. Don't be like me. Wear a respirator mask, then you won't be inhaling all of this, all of these particles like I was, but you can see just how much of it is in the air. At least I had the presence of mind to open the window, but that still is, it still was not a good thing for me to do. So don't be like me. Wear a respirator mask and keep yourself safe. Just one more thing about this sanding process. I did close the bedroom door and the vent in the floor just to make sure that I was really keeping this drywall dust in this room and not letting it spread through the house.
You make me wanna do better. I don't know why.
I allowed the dust to settle for about a day and a half, and then I, as you can see here, I brushed off the walls just really lightly with this duster here. Then I let that settle for a few hours before I came back into this space to vacuum.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive.
Normally I don't use a handle when I'm working with a large roller brush, but I decided this time I'm going to use a handle, and I was not liking how this handle, the connection, something with the connection between the handle and the paintbrush just didn't work out for me, so or the roller brush didn't work. So I'm using a different handle. You might notice here the color has changed. This is a blue one that I took off of one of our brooms. I didn't like how this worked either, so I'm just going to just keep watching and see what happens. Yeah, I wasn't loving this either, so I'm just going to go back to using the roller brush the way that I normally would do. I don't mind using the step stool to go around the room to make sure that I'm painting in high places, but maybe I need something different. Maybe I need a different kind of handle. Maybe the roller brush is the issue. Lord knows I am not the issue, so that said, let's just get back to painting.
See you want me by the look in your
So for the past 2 or 3 months, I've been sharing good news and not so good news on my channel. The good news is in the form of praise reports, and the not so good news is in the form of prayer requests. So let's go ahead and jump into the good news for this week. I have 2 pieces of good news. The first one is that my mom is in town. That's one of the reasons why our 10-year-old's bedroom makeover and his toy room / second bedroom makeover are things that were really consuming my time in May and June, because I had a hard deadline on getting these rooms turned around. So that is the first piece of good news. My mom is in town. The second piece of good news is that our almost 26-year-old son was on air recently. I heard him on air before years ago when he was in college. He actually was a radio host at his college radio station. He attended a Christian university and they had their own contemporary Christian radio station. These days he is working at a station that is local and is not attached to a university, but they still play contemporary Christian music. I'm just looking forward to hearing more of him on air. If you have any praises that you would like to leave, please type them in the comment section below. You never know who might stumble upon your praise report and be encouraged and inspired and motivated by what they read. So please, please, please share if you have something.
We are close, can you feel it? Something is behind the clouds. We just have to believe it, that we can make the sun come out. Let us lose ourselves in a fairy tale. Who can say what's wrong or right? We're the only ones who can decide. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could stay or we could leave. There is nothing in between. So baby, we should start living now. 'Cause we only have this life. Wanna laugh and wanna cry. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. Baby, we should start living now. I don't wanna waste my time. So baby, we should start living now. 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 I used to think I had plenty of dreams and light in my life. Still my glass was half empty, but you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. My glass was always half empty, but now you're in my life. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two.
So let's jump into my not so good news for this week. I have an unspoken prayer request. It is the same unspoken prayer request that I had a few weeks ago. I'll just leave it at that. But if you have a prayer request that you would like to share, please do so in the comments below. You do not have to be specific. You can just say, I have an unspoken prayer request because you and I both know that God already knows what it is that you would like for us to pray on your behalf. So if you have a prayer request, please leave that below. If you submitted a prayer request in the past, please know that I am still praying for your concerns.
Stopping now. My life's an adventure. 'Cause you came along and showed me how to love without limits, to have a good time. Now my life's an adventure, and you're the reason why. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. Far away from the city lights. We're far away from the city lights, so small under the night sky. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. Even after all of these years, you still look at me with the same love. It's just us two, but I don't mind. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out. You could never wear me out.
I find it hard to read you. You never say what's on your mind, yeah. I'm going crazy all over you. Just for a second, can you try? Every time you've been calling, saying this is what I want, then you ghost for a week and leave me hanging all alone. Push me back, pull me in, and the other way around. Pull me in, push me back. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Yeah, 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 yeah. Can someone set me free? What do you want? What do you want? Ooh, 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 la, 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 la. Ooh, 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 la, 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 la. Ooh, ooh, la, 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 la. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think I can see clear now. Maybe you're scared of getting hurt, but if you sit down and allow me to get close, we might work. Every time you've been calling, saying this is what
As I get ready to clean the carpet, let's talk about this Folex Instant Carpet Spot Remover. I found out about this product from Justine at A Cleaning Affair. That is her YouTube and Instagram name, A Cleaning Affair. I saw her use it in one of her videos and was really surprised at how easily a stain came up from her carpet. So I figured I'm gonna order some from Amazon. Well, I did that, and oh my goodness, that stuff works so well. So this is not the first carpet that I've used it on in the house. I think it's the second one, but this was the toughest stain. I cannot believe how well this stuff works. So if you have some tough carpet stains, try this Folex. Justine, thank you so much for exposing me to this. It has really changed my carpet cleaning life forever. I will link Justine's channel and I will link this product on Amazon in the description box.
can someone set me free? What do you
So I'm cleaning the other side of the room, but I did let this, I let the carpet dry overnight, and then I shampooed both sides of the room again the next day. You'll see the water that I pour out here in just a moment from the second carpet cleaning. Let's just say it's less dirty than it was before.
I'm sure, yeah, that you're a bad boy up to no good. Trying to be a man, but just
Remember how earlier in the video I mentioned that these projects are usually based on my mood? Well, when I was painting the closet doors and the bedroom door, I was not in the mood to paint the trim. But on this day I said, you know what, the trim really needs to be painted, so that's what you see me prepping for right now. I'm just putting some tape on the floor, and I'm using this guide tool here so that I can make sure that the white paint stays on the trim and does not get onto the blue paint or the carpet.
needed to see who you really are. Breaker of hearts, yeah. You made your bed, now lie in it, baby. Rest your head, let it dream about me. 'Cause I'm fed up with you crazy. I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. Yeah. I will never cry for you, cry for you, cry for you, cry for you. Oh yeah, oh yeah. What do you expect me to when I'm over you? Can't you tell by the look on my face that I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile for you, smile for you. I will never smile for you.
Now it is time to replace the blinds. I will be replacing them with the same blinds that we have on the rest of the windows in the house.
You made your bed, now lie in it, baby. Rest your head, let it dream about me. 'Cause I'm fed up with you crazy. I will never smile for you, smile for you, smile.
Now it is time to clean the windows. I'm going to use this foaming window cleaner. I used to have some sprayway. I'm actually out, and instead of getting some more, I decided to just, I got this right here. This is something that I tested out from Dollar Tree, but from what I hear, you can purchase this scrub-free product at other stores, not just Dollar Tree. I'm not really, I'm not pleased with the results. I've used this window cleaner many times before, but I think if the windows are really, really dirty, this just doesn't work all that well. So later on, you're going to see me use another glass cleaner that I keep on hand that I really do like a lot.
Spend your time with me. Looking for someone who can play though. Wanna hang with me. I'm not really looking for a friend, so spend your time with me. Looking for someone.
So as you can see, there are some stickers on the window. I'm going to spray some Goo Gone on each sticker, and it does come off really easily. I let the Goo Gone sit on for probably about 5 minutes, and I used a like a metal scraper, and the stickers came off right away.
Take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. We'll do you good 'cause I am golden, I'm golden.
So I have moved on to using a different glass cleaner. This is Sparkle glass cleaner. I like this a lot. The only thing that it doesn't have that I get through the sprayway is that it's not foaming, so the spray just starts to drip pretty quickly. That's not that big a deal though, but the windows got clean enough, but I did not leave them inside of the room so that I could clean the outside. So they're not as clear as they should be, but that's a problem for another day. Right now, I am going to clean the curtain rods, because when I was sanding in the room, of course, dust got all over the place. So I just want to make sure that I get these, elements nice and clean before I put the curtains onto the rod.
Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to me, get next to me. Get next to you, get next to you. Get next to me, get next to me. Feels like the two of us are golden and gold, you see. What do you got, so take a chance on me. It's magical when you are.
We're coming to the end of the deep cleaning and furniture assembly process. I'm just wiping off these pieces of the bed, which I will talk about during the final reveal.
So take a chance on me. It's magical when you are close, so get closer, babe. What do you got? 'Cause I am gold, I'm golden. Lying next to you, feeling something brand new. And I haven't seen you in years, but I know you. Oh, I really missed you. Before when I met you, I never saw. No one ever saw the way that you look now is all I know. Yeah, it's all I know. So forget about the past. You and I could be lasting. This time we could be lasting. This time we could be lasting. Counting every star that I found in your eyes, and I haven't seen them in years.
The big reveal is just ahead, but here's one more look at how the room looked before the transformation.
Before when I met you, I never saw. No one ever saw the way that you look now is all I know. Yeah, it's all I know. So forget about the past. You and I could be lasting. This time we could be lasting. This time we could be lasting.
And here is the actor. This is the room, all completed. So I will go around the room and tell you about some of the things that were done. Some of the things were done on camera, but some were done off camera. So let's see. I painted the room. It was a pretty similar blue as you saw when I started painting. It was pretty similar, so the look of the walls didn't change that much to the naked eye, but I can tell the difference in the paint. Let's see. We have this Minecraft bedding, which actually did come from his primary bedroom because this is his playroom / backup bedroom. Oh, but the biggest change you'll see obviously is that the loft bed is not in place anymore. The loft bed is no more. However, elements of the loft bed are still here. So right here is the desk from the loft bed. This is the same desk that he had before. This is the same chair that he had before. What was added on this side of the room was this cork board. That this would make it so that he would not be pushing pins and other things into the walls all the time. So that's what this is. This is the wall calendar from his homeschool supplies, but we're done with our homeschool year now. This creeper is something that he made at a homeschool event at our local library a few months ago. We also added this, this remote control holder, and this is the remote that goes to the light that's overhead. So we had kept, my husband and I had kept that remote in our possession because our son, we weren't sure if he would lose it or not. Well, he had lost it before, so we thought, okay, we'll protect this remote. Otherwise, it would be impossible to turn on the overhead light. So I just added some Velcro right here, or some hook and loop, because I don't think it's the actual Velcro brand. And I also added some to the remote. And so here we go with that. Also, this lamp is a new addition. This is something that we picked up at IKEA. So he can have a low light or so that's like a soft white light, or he can have the overhead light, which is much brighter. And we can change this. We actually did change this to make it the brighter light. Over here is the bookcase. That was a part of the loft bed, the bookcase and the attached closet. Here you see his books. So now that this is not attached to the loft bed, he can't store books on both sides so that you can read them. But there are books behind here. You just have to move some books out of the way. Like you can see here, there are 2 rows of books. And just so many books. He has like his own little library. I was an avid reader as a kid. Our older kids were raised as avid readers, and there's nothing different with this one here. Let's see, we'll take a look in the closet. This actually has not been addressed yet, but my husband will be getting shelves to put in here, or I'm not sure if he's going to buy them or make them, but shelves to go in here so that there can be a little bit more organization in this space. And in that way, my son can put his many, 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 many Lego bricks and Lego creations. Speaking of which, he has already displayed some of his Lego creations up here. He's constantly building Lego creations. He has, let's see, our older son's Lego bricks he inherited. He also has ones from my husband, and we have bought him thousands upon thousands of bricks in his 10 years. So he has a lot of Lego. So that's just a part of what he has. I'll show you the rest of it in a moment. Over here is a Minecraft poster. This was actually a Christmas present, and it was supposed to go on the wall in his primary bedroom, but once I started this room update, it just made more sense for it to be in this room here. This confidence picture right here, this is something that has belonged to all 3 of our sons. So it just made sense that it would stay here for our youngest son. Over here is the window with the new blinds, and these curtains were actually some that were in the dining room about a year and a half ago, and I wasn't sure what I would do with them once I changed the dining room curtains, once I replaced those. But I knew that I was going to keep them because they are great curtains, and I just didn't want to get rid of them. What I was concerned about was that the color was a little bit too creamy against this white furniture, but it looks like it worked out just fine, and it brightened up the room so much. Something else that you'll see something else. This right here, these stickers, these Eat, Sleep, Mind, Create stickers, these were on the wall in his primary bedroom. But again, because we pretty much transitioned him out of the Minecraft theme in that bedroom and brought it over here. So it adds to the Minecraft vibe. Most of what's in this room are things that we already owned. So the only things that I actually purchased for this space, let's see, were the IKEA lamp right here. I did buy more sheets. He has sheets that came with this Minecraft comforter. As a matter of fact, this pillowcase right here with the pickaxes, that is a part of this original Minecraft comforter set. But the sheets are not great quality. The elastic comes off pretty easily on the other one. So I bought these because I like this brand better. And I bought it in gray so that it would match the Minecraft bedding. Something that is new in this space besides the IKEA lamp is this creeper pillow. There is a pillow insert and then this creeper pillow cover. And this just helps to bring this whole Minecraft vibe together. Over here, the furniture has green drawers and doors, and I wasn't sure if that's what I wanted to move into this space having. I was thinking I was going to paint the drawers and doors white. Of course, you could buy those at IKEA if you want the white ones, but why do that when you can paint? That was my original plan, was to paint these 3 drawers and the 2 closet doors. But eventually, as I started to pull the room together, I realized that green serves the Minecraft theme perfectly. So there was no reason to change the green whatsoever. So I'm just going to turn around to the other side of the room. Oh, one of the things that I did do, I'm not sure if it's on. Did I record myself doing it? I'm not sure. I painted, maybe I did record it. I painted the trim. It wasn't something that I was in the mood to do originally, but it just made sense to paint the trim. So the baseboards have all been refreshed and they look great. Over here, you did see me paint the closet doors on camera, but what you did not see was the addition of the knobs. Let's see, those are called, goodness, right here. Are those like backs? It's something, I don't remember, but those are the same as if you saw my home gym makeover video, those are the same. That was a 10-pack, so I used 4 in that room, and I had 6 left over. So there are 2 of those here, but the knobs are different. I purchased these at Lowe's. Those were just 98 cents a piece. So I just wanted, and I'll open the closet in a minute so you can see what I did there, but I just want to, again, reiterate that this room was made over mostly with things that we already own. So again, the doorknobs are new. Let's see what else is new. The lamp is new. Right here, the remote control holder is new. And then let's see. So the bed, let's get to the bed. The loft bed, when we disassembled, it was not something that could stand alone. Absolutely could not stand alone. So I wanted to get something that matched the IKEA furniture here and was along the same finish. We went to IKEA late one evening just before they closed, IKEA plus another store. We did not find exactly what we wanted, but IKEA did have something that was, it was a possibility, a strong possibility. I just would have had to sand and paint. I wasn't in the mood to do that, but I was going to do it if that's what I needed to do. But guess what? This is this bed, the actual bed frame, this is my very first Facebook Marketplace purchase. I had never done that before. It went so smoothly that I now find myself on Facebook Marketplace going, what else do they have that I might be able to use? So Facebook Marketplace came through for this bed when IKEA no longer had this kind of bed in stock. They do have other beds that were kind of along the lines of what we wanted, but just not quite it. And this is the exact bed that we wanted for this space. So the light switch, the remote control holder, the bed, which it's not brand new, but it's new. It was an expense that we did have to have for this room, and the 2 doorknobs worth 98 cents. So again, this makeover did not cost a lot, but now let's move into the closet. So if you remember from before, there were 2 toy bins, 2 storage cubbies with a lot of toy bins inside of them. And those are now here. We did decide to keep the closet, as you can see. At some other date, we might decide to take the closet out. But right here, we have, and one of his bins is in the hallway. I will show you that in just a moment. But right here, we have a lot of bins full of Lego bricks. Lego bricks everywhere. Tons and tons of Lego bricks. Just everywhere. And you're going to see this throughout. Just all of these bins are full of Lego bricks. And then he has a lot of his creations stored here on top of the toy bins. I don't know if I pointed this out before, but these are 2 separate cubbies right here. We just have them stacked on top of each other. And my husband braced them to make sure that they would stay together and be safe. He just braced them with pieces that were left over from the loft bed. So right there. And then on the other side, which might be a little bit harder to see, but this is braced right here on this side. And then as far as what's down at the bottom, there are a couple of, let's see, this storage bin and then this bag down here. Those are things that my husband is storing in here. And then this is my electric blanket and weighted blanket here. They need to go somewhere else, but today, this is where they live. And then up here in this toy bin, this blue bin, this is a keepsake box. And on top of that, that blue bin are other keepsakes that belong to our 28-year-old. His, a lot of his Cub Scout paraphernalia and supplies are in here, as long as his Boy Scout and Eagle Scout items. Those are like his shirts, his hats, his neckerchiefs, his neckerchief rings. I can't remember if that's exactly what we called it. Even though I'm a former Scout leader, I forgot. But anyway, his Arrow of Light is right here. That's from Cub Scouts. But there are also, a photo album that he has. There are also lots of video games that go with this Nintendo GameCube. There was also a SpongeBob plug-and-play game that was up here, but that is in our 10-year-old's room at the moment because we wanted to see if it still worked, and it still works. And he was actually pretty, he was laughing. He loved the game, but the graphics, right? It's a SpongeBob game from a long time ago, but it still works. It's a plug-and-play, like I said. Right here, we have our oldest sons, again, the 28-year-olds, his karate belts. I think there are 2 yellow and white striped ones because I do believe that one of those belongs to our almost 26-year-old son. He took karate briefly in a homeschool co-op, but our oldest son spent a few years taking karate starting at age 4, and he took lessons up until we relocated to another part of the country. And when we did move, I, of course, looked up schools in the area to see if anyone had the same form that he took. And no one had the same exact form that he took. So we just that was the end of this career. But then we picked right up with Cub Scouts and then later Boy Scouts. Over here are items that belong to our 10-year-old son. There are a lot of keepsakes that I just want to have on hand for him when he's older. But this red box here is, it contains a personalized blanket that my SVP / chief audit executive for the corporation that I used to work for. That's a gift from her that's in that box. But I also added another personalized baby blanket. So these were just gifts from when our 10-year-old was born. Personalized blanket with his name and date of birth that one of my husband's clients had made for us. And then there is a plaque that is laser engraved by a friend of mine. I sent over a certificate of birth, not my son's birth certificate, but a certificate of birth. And it had his footprints and some vital information on it and his name. So that's in this big red keepsake box as well. Well, we got it done. Thank you for following along as I deep cleaned and made over our 10-year-old's toy room / second bedroom. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you would like to see this kind of content in the future but are not yet subscribed, click the subscribe button, and when you do, don't forget to click the notification bell so that you won't miss out on future uploads. Until the next time, stay blessed.